All right, hi guys. Let's talk a little bit about the Cold War. The Cold War was essentially from 1950 till about 1989, and it was a Cold War because we didn't actually fight directly with each other. So fight. We didn't fight Russia in a war. We didn't fight China in a war. I'm talking when I say we, I'm talking about the United States, and I'm talking about Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Sweden, Norway, okay, England, okay, which are the Western democratic capitalist countries. And everything with a star here is a communist country controlled primarily by Russia, okay? And China was also communist, okay? And there were the French were in Vietnam at this point, okay? They were fighting a war of independence. Vietnamese were fighting a war of independence against France before we even went to Vietnam, okay? And some of these countries were still trying to figure out, like Burma, Laos, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Taiwan. They were trying to figure out what they wanted to be, okay, or who they wanted to be. If they wanted to be, they really wanted to be independent, but what kind of government they were going to set up, okay. So just real quickly, if you look at this Venn diagram, you're going to see sort of the split that we have. So we have communism, we have basically democracy or capitalism on the other side. So these are the two factions or how we were polarized as a world. Okay, so on the communist side, we had Russia, China, North Korea, Eastern Europe, Eastern Germany, the DDR, the Deutsche Demokratische Republik, or the German Democratic Republic. We have East Berlin. We have government controls the means of production. There's no freedom of speech. There's no freedom of press. Okay. On the Democratic side, or democracies, which was the United States, Western Europe, Western Germany, of course, France also, and Italy, and England. Okay, we also have South Korea, which is what we're going to talk about, how these two countries came about. And we have a free market, laissez-faire, government stays out of the way. We have private property, people own the means of production, freedom of speech, and freedom of press. In the commonality section here, we have socialism. Okay, believe it or not, we are socialist, and so are communist countries. Okay, so we have taxes, public schools, social security, police and fire department, construction, infrastructure workers. People building roads, bridges. That's all government employees, public transportation, and government employees. It's not truly capitalist. Okay, and we have tariffs. Okay, and there are small and large businesses. The big difference is that in China and Russia, many of the really big businesses, a percentage of those businesses are owned by the government, if not the whole business. And interesting enough, sometimes the American government also, for instance, and Western, not just American, all the Western countries, Germany, France, again, England, all these, they have bailouts. Occasionally they have to own part of the businesses too to help them make it, okay, help them survive. There's also like farmer subsidies and other things. Okay. Now, so what was going on at this time? And I'm going to just demonstrate this with a Russian doll. All right. And so I named him Russia, China. Okay. So Russia and China, let's just imagine this is a couple, and they had a daughter. And they named her Communism. Not very nice parents to name their daughter that. Well, she ended up having a son, all right, and her decided to name the son Communism as well. So she liked the name that much that she named him Communism, and he had a daughter, and he named her Communism. And you're getting the picture. She had a son. And you can kind of see how this is moving through here, okay? And essentially, you could say that it's moving down from China, moving out of Russia. So then the United States felt like, we can't have this continue like this. We need to try to put a stop to this. So I'm going to demonstrate this with this little thing here, labeled the USA. They adopted a policy. And you're going to need to explain what that policy was. All right. So let me do this. Okay. Okay, I think we can get this guy. So the plan was to do this. All right. And that is what their plan was. So that's one of our concepts in this month. So now your job is to explain what I just demonstrated in 2 or 3 sentences. All right. Talk to you later. Have fun.